rituals for honoring the dead and so forth. It is November, month of the souls. The cool breeze does not lessen the bleaching sting. Overhead, a rainbow fades against acid-washed clouds, pulled apart and scattered, the smoke of half-dozen bushfires tumbling up to meet them. In the middle distance, on the height of the mountain, metal crucifixes hide between bare-fingered trees still grasping at their futility of leaf and fruit. Blood-red seeds of the pulipopo are bright against a heap of dry grass, tall as a young boy, sandwiched between two dwarf citrus under pressure to grow. Fluffy purple balls show where the sly Timeri sleeps, hiding its thorns. Ixora and bougainvillea bloom fiercely, even as the flamboyant struggle in the death grip of the pitchy Pradate vine. A piece of white and blue fabric is tucked up in the branches of a tamarind tree. From below, it looks to me as if the tree grew up in it, like a small child in hand-me-down clothes. All Saints' Night is a time for remembrances. Walking up the gap, several packets of candles in my hand, the aroma of parched corn greets me. In the tradition of offering sugarcane and corn to our ancestors, my sister Sarah is making asha. She's in the kitchen, turning the kernels until they are just brown. The wooden spoon swirls once, twice, and taps the side of the iron pot. You get any candles? Yes. Swirl, 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 tap, tap. Pull it off finger. Kernels slip from the pot onto a tray to cool, and I take up parching more corn, swirling and tap-tapping. Ma made asham in a mortar and pestle, grinding the corn to a powder of equal parts brown sugar. Sarah uses a coffee grinder. As children, this powdered snack was guaranteed to keep us quiet. Talking or laughing with asham in your mouth was quickly reduced to a choking cough that made you cough and cough, until water ran freely from your eyes, or down your legs, or both. People wander like backyard ants along crisscross paths of little white houses, shiny with fresh paint, overlooking the sea, this cramped space where the village throw their dead. Days before, the graveyard was active with men wielding paintbrush and trowel, making respectable, simple altars for flowers, candles, and food. A man sits near one such house. He has been there from early evening, drum in hand. The people sit anywhere, everywhere, on the heads and bellies of those who lie unclaimed, until it becomes impossible for latecomers to pass along the paths, and they must walk faces of whitened stone to get to where they are going, begging pardon of the dead, if they have manners, and wishing them eternal repose. When the sun sinks, the green flash signals the first candle to be lit. The man takes up his drum and begins to call to his brother. Yellow fires, hundreds of them, reach across a blue sky to embrace the moon. An old woman sits alone in the midst of burning incense, rocking and humming. She lifts her head and looks for her husband in the yellow glow, listens for him in the sound of the young man's drum. She is oblivious to the walking, talking, exchanging hugs, handshakes, loud laughter of children, uninterested in the importance of remembrance, quickly hushed. Whispered words of, "What happened here?" A social event in the midst of death, surrounded by dozens of red and yellow lilies. In the soft hush, just before midnight, parents look but do not really see. Faces of the dead in their children's eyes, nose, and mouths, in their walking, in their talking, continuing a never-ending beginning to end until all is resolved. Men respond to the fragility of life by hurrying to the nearest rum shop to chase the smell of incense and sorrow from their throats.